Hey there, creepy collectors, how's it going? It's Douglas here at Drombly Productions, bringing you another Screaming Ghostface Collectors video. And in today's video, we have that secondary giant package that I was waiting on. This one, oddly enough, took a lot longer to make it here than Jeremy's package, and Jeremy's package was almost twice as big as this one, and only cost a couple dollars more to ship. Goes to show how weird shipping prices can be, but we have some really cool pieces for today's video. Only one of them I know of in this box. Apparently there's supposed to be several surprises thrown in, which is why I've waited to show you guys another piece in today's video. I recently picked up what is one of the rarest tag types to find on a mask modern day, and it was one of the last tag examples I needed for the collection. I already have one of the masks, but didn't have a tagged version here in the collection, so I'm very happy to pick one up. This awesome edition came to us from fellow Scream fan and collector Carrie Ann, aka ScreamFan1990. I've been asking Carrie Ann to trade or sell me this thing for quite a while, and to be honest, I was quite surprised when she messaged me out of the blue and offered me this piece. Here we have another tagged Fantastic Faces fluorescent mask, but this is different than your standard Fantastic Faces. Some of you longtime viewers have heard me mention why the name Fantastic Faces isn't applicable to just any one set mold style or shroud style, and that's for many reasons, but one of the best examples is this. Check that out. Now what we have here is a standard Easter Unlimited mold fluorescent orange mask, but this is the tag style that these masks came on. It's not very common that you can find any of the polyshroud fluorescent masks tagged. In fact, I think there's only been maybe one or two green ones found, a few orange ones found. They're out there, no doubt, but they just have not surfaced. Well, this is one of those types, and go ahead and take a good look at the tag. It's the purple and green style tag. It has the black light makes it glow logo, and overall it's just a really cool tag, but kind of odd because during this time they had already phased out what was called the Fantastic Faces line, at least in the traditional sense. So the only Fantastic Faces that were still around were these. It's a pretty cool tag type, but I do believe that these were only found on the Polyshroud Fun World Div Stamp Gen 2 masks, as well as the Polyshroud EU stamp, as well as the EU H-End and EU MK style fluorescent masks. And I think this exact copy came from France, but if you guys want to learn more about this mask in specific, go check out Carrie Ann's channel and go check out her video on it when she got it. Alright, and now to get into the big box, and as you can all tell, nowhere near as large or as deep as Jeremy's package, but it was only a couple dollars cheaper to ship. Oh, I think I know why. It's because the complimentary hole that they punched in the box. Well, the one item that I know of that's in here is fragile, so I'm hoping that that's okay. And I really don't know what else Wyatt has included here, but I am excited, so let's dig in. Alright, and I do believe we have finally cracked in. Let's hope we don't need that knife, because I just threw it away. Alright, I'm seeing a lot of bubble wrap. Thankfully it's not all taped together. And we have already come to the first item that was thrown in as a gift. Alright, boils and ghouls, the first item for today's video is a Ghostface Bloody Blade, the classic bleeding Ghostface knife. This one does still have some blood in it, and I do have one of these, and I do think mine is still packaged, but the blood has long since dried up. Still really cool to have one with the blood in it, still in the collection. Here is the second piece. Alright, and the second gift that Wyatt has thrown in here is a classic glow machete. This has the Scream 2 style branding on it, horror knife, and it does have a 2011 date on the back, so this is at least a 2011 copy and not one of the newer versions. Because for those of you who don't know, for whatever reason, on the horror knives, whether it's the glow-in-the-dark or the gray version, they still have Scream 2 branding all these years later. And after struggling to open that machete for about 7 minutes, I'm definitely going to need a knife to open this one, because I can tell we've got another machete. Oh wow, that is gorgeous! This actually works for two different collections. Okay, so the third piece that we have thrown in here is one of the chrome machetes. For those of you who don't know, of course they did bleeding versions of these machetes. They did the glow-in-the-dark plastic, the gray plastic, and I think the most uncommon is the chrome version. They look super cool. If you were a kid trying to dress up as Jason Voorhees and you had the full selection before you, you'd probably go for one of these, maybe the bleeding, but probably one of these. And you know who else would go for one of these? Buckethead. Buckethead actually did use one of these on stage during a couple of different shows, where he would just take it and hit the bridge of the guitar, making some skronky sounds. This one actually is branded Scream 1 as well. It's not a Scream 2 horror knife. And this is also a 2011 copy, so that's kind of odd that they had different brandings for like the same product. I don't know, that's a little bit weird, but whatever. Greatly appreciate that addition, Wyatt. That is one that I have needed. Okay, the next piece we're going to be taking a look at is the one piece that I knew of, and definitely the one piece I'm worried about. Just going to carefully remove this here. Okay, at a first glance, everything seems to be okay. Most of you can already tell what I'm holding, and yes, this is the third one of these that I've had now. This is the Scream glow-in-the-dark wall and door plaque. A while back I did a video showing a couple of these, and both of those came from Wyatt whenever he found quite a few of them in an old Halloween store. Wyatt reached out to me and said, "Hey dude, I really want to get a couple of those drown ghouls from you, and I want you to have this wall and door plaque. The ones I let you get were pretty much the best condition ones, but this is the perfect one," and I gotta say, after looking it over, it is perfect. The tag is pretty much flat, not many creases or bends in it at all, no issues really, no cracks on this whole wall display. The way that it's painted looks to be done very well. So this is probably the nicest copy out of all of them that he had, and I greatly appreciate you for offering this piece to me, Wyatt, and I hope you enjoy the drown ghouls and cannot wait to see how you finish them. But yeah, this is the item the trade was for. I traded him a couple of drown ghoul blanks, and the rest of this stuff were just throw-in surprises, and I can tell that we do have more here in the box, so we won't spend a bunch of time lingering on this, but thank you yet again, dude. Alright, next up I'll just go for the one that I see right here on top. Here we have an additional American flag patriotic Ghostface mask. This actually could not have arrived at a better time because I'm recording this on the 5th of July. Yesterday was the 4th, and yeah, so perfect timing on that. I did not have another one of these, and this one looks to be in great shape, so I greatly appreciate it. Okay, it looks like we have one more item that is mainly Scream, and then a couple of magazines in here. So I'll pull out the next Scream item. Here we have what I believe is a resin casting of a Ghostface mask, and looking at the shape of it, I think this is supposed to be the Dead by Daylight Ghostface mask. I've played a decent bit of DBD, and of course I have made the Ghostface Killer, but I never necessarily thought about trying to get one of the video game versions of the mask here in the collection, but I guess it absolutely does count and was needed. So this will be a fun little project for me to clean out these eyes and, you know, get it all painted up, and maybe I'll shroud it, maybe if not I'll just try to make like a wall hanger out of it or something. And now for magazines. Here we have, oh, that is really, really sick. We have the Stab Fangoria magazine. Unfortunately, I did miss out on picking up one of these when they were brand new. I think there's a couple of different versions. There's the subscriber version, there's the magazine stand version. I'm not sure if this is the subscriber version or if this is the version that you would pick up in stores. To be honest, I haven't done a lot of magazine collecting and just, I guess, book collecting in general in quite a while. But I do love some Fango, and this is one that I definitely missed out on, so I greatly appreciate you sending this my way, and let's see what the other book is. Okay, after picking this up, I can tell that there's a couple of other pieces in there, but what we have here is the Scream issue of Shivers magazine. We review Hollywood's new horror blockbuster, Scream. Check that out. Gonna take a quick flip through here, but maybe at some point in the future we'll do a video sitting down and taking a look at all the different magazines that have Scream in them and seeing what they have to say. I'm sure this will be an interesting one because this is a review right after the movie came out. Check out that centerfold. So I greatly appreciate this, Wyatt, and I'll have to check it out and read the full thing in my free time. One of the other additional things thrown in here was a tag for a wall and door plaque. That's actually pretty freaking sweet. Might be able to find a way to attach that to one of my untagged wall and door plaques hanging up there, and maybe that'll make it easier to hang up. And last but not least, we do have a piece I've been needing for the collection for quite a while. Here we have an original Ghostface door cover, but this is the Ghostface branded version. They released these with a few different packaging styles, and of course they've got like the yard scene style, the purple packaging style. But the one I was missing and the one I've been after for quite a while is the black and red Ghostface branding door cover. And here we have it. And judging by that price there up in the corner, it looks like this is a Walgreens copy, so pretty freaking sweet. Not a whole lot to say about it, but I'll try and give you guys a decent up-close view so you can kind of see what it looks like. I've got to give a massive thank you to Carrie Ann for selling me that tagged orange Fantastic Faces, and I got to give a huge thank you to Wyatt for trading me, not just trading me that wall and door plaque, but all these awesome extras that you threw in. Thank you, dude, so much. And with that being said, I think that about does it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Love you all. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.